Hey guys, this is Sumit. So today I am going to start JDBC series. So this is the first lecture of JDBC. So in this video we will see introduction to JDBC, persistence logic, JDBC API package, and then JDBC architecture. So we will talk about JDBC. So before starting JDBC, we will see what is persistence logic, right? And why we use JDBC. So if you are coding in Java, then JDBC is going to be one of the most important topic for you. So before starting JDBC, we will see why we use JDBC and what is persistence logic, right? Now I will move to my Eclipse ID. So this is the Eclipse ID. So I will create a project. This is the src folder. So I will create a Java class demo. So now what I will do, I will take a integer value int a equal to 5, int b equal to 3. I will print this value a, this is b, right? So I will run this program. So this is the output, right? So again I will change value a equal to 2, b equal to 7, right? So the output will be 2 and 7, right? Now the question is that this is the data. Once I will close the program, this data will be removed because now I am not storing this data anywhere, right? So but in real-time project you have to store your application data into database so that we can use it in future. So if you want to store your data somewhere in database, right, then you need a RDBMS like MySQL, Oracle. So in my laptop I have installed MySQL 8.0. So this is the RDBMS. So I will log into this and will create a database and will create table and store data into that table, right? But the question is that this is our Java application, right? And MySQL software is a different software. So how to communicate, how to connect that MySQL with our Java application? So for that, Java has given a technology that is JDBC, right? Means if you want to store your data permanently into database, then you have to use JDBC code, right? So for that, we are learning JDBC. I have used hard-coded data, but in real-time scenario, this data will comes from some client, and we have to store that data into a database. So now the question is, what is persistence logic? So the logic used to communicate between the application and database, that is called persistence logic. So if we want to store this data into database, then we have to write some code. So we have to write 4 to 5 lines of code to store data into database. So those code which are used to connect our Java application with database, that code is called persistent logic. So in Java, if you want to write persistence logic, then we have first one is JDBC, right? So JDBC is a technology. So in this video we are going to see JDBC, and the second is Hibernate, but this is a framework. This Hibernate we will discuss later. So now we will discuss about JDBC. JDBC stands for Java Database Connectivity. JDBC is used for connecting Java application with database. So in simple word, if you are coding in Java and you want to store your Java application data into database, then you have to use JDBC. It is J2SE technology which is installed automatically with JDK software. Now we will talk about JDBC API. JDBC API consists all the classes and interface which we are going to use in our Java code to write the code for connectivity, right? So JDBC API consists of two packages. First is java.sql and second one javax.sql. So these are the packages in which all the classes and interface exist, right, related to our JDBC code. So when we will start JDBC code, then I will show you that all the classes or interface belongs to this package. Okay, this is our Java application and this is database where we are going to store our data, right? So for connecting our Java application with database, we need JDBC driver. So you can say JDBC driver is a software which is used for connecting our Java application with database, right? And here you can see there are Java API. So with the help of this predefined API, we write our code. And if you want to store your data from our application to database, then you need this JDBC driver, right? So we can say that this JDBC driver act as a bridge between our Java application and database, right? So this is the JDBC architecture. This is our Java application. With the help of JDBC API, we write code in Java, and this is the driver manager. So driver manager keeps track of all the driver, that which driver we are going to use, right? So according to that, we will make connection with that database and store our data into that database. So this is a simple architecture diagram. So driver manager keeps track of all the driver that are available, and driver manager class maintain a list of driver classes, right? Now what is JDBC driver? So JDBC driver is a software component that enables Java application to interact with database. So this JDBC driver we have to use for communication between our Java application and database. These drivers are dependent on database. So both have different driver. So it depends on us that which database we are using. So according to that, we have to download that driver, right? So there are 4 types of JDBC driver. So these are the types of driver. First one is JDBC ODBC driver, JDBC ODBC, JDBC ODBC bridge driver. We can call it as type 1 driver. Second one is native API driver. We can call it as type 2 driver. And third one is network protocol driver. This is type 3 driver. So this is the last one, that is thin driver. So we are going to use this driver because this is thin driver, so we are going to use this driver. This is fully Java driver. So these are the four types of driver. JDBC, ODBC, Priest driver is used in MS Access. So each driver have their own features, right? So this is last one, that is a thin driver. This is fully Java driver. So generally we use this driver, right? So our main intention is not to talk about this driver, but to connect our Java application with database, right? With the help of any one of the tab. So that is for today. So in next video we will see steps to write JDBC program, and we will create a table using our JDBC program. So thank you guys for watching my video. If you like my video, please share and subscribe my channel.